Hola. Oh, you're a bit dirty. Wait a second. It's a bit better. It's been another long, grueling week, but I didn't want to leave you with nothing. So we're going to have a little FaceTime call. I don't really know how this is going to go. I just thought I'd fuck around on the MacBook camera, see what happens. Also, apparently you can get it to do stuff with your hands, and I've never been able to get it to do it before. And it really, I feel very isolated and attacked every time it doesn't work, so I thought I could try to do that. Get that out of the way. Actually, let me look up. What are... Oh shit, that's the clock app. Didn't mean to be on there. What can I do with the MacBook camera? Emotes on? No. Effects on MacBook camera. Is it reactions? How to do the reactions on the MacBook camera? No, I don't want videos. Images. Okay, the first one I've seen is a heart. Bitch! What the fuck? Okay, what's the next? What the fuck? Thumbs up and thumbs down? Look at how weird my thumbs up and down is. Like, the down looks a bit more normal. Look at how weird that looks. That's always bothered me. Why am I built so weird, you know? Double thumbs up. Bitch. That's a double thumbs up, is it not? Whoa. Oh. Why does it cut me out so funkily? I'm not really fucking with that one, to be honest. Double piece, double thumbs down. Okay, let's try the piece. This one has never worked. I've got the hearts to work once before, and then every time I try the piece, it's like it's telling me that I've got fat sausage fingers, which I do, but at the same time, it looks like a piece. Are we gonna work? Bitch, what the fuck? Okay. Mood. Okay. Does it work better if I move you further away? Okay, I don't want you to see my crotch. No crotch cam. But I do actually kind of want you to see a bit more of me than that. Oh, you can see my leg. Where the fuck is the cloud, actually? Where did it go? Okay, this is working a lot better, actually. Well, what the fuck do we do now? This is giving very much podcasty vibes. So, like, what current world events? I spelled current wrong. World, latest news and updates. US gained nothing from strikes, Iran's supreme leader says, well, no fucking shit. This is all really depressing. Kim Kardashian grandpa robber dies month after trial. Is that the guy that robbed her in Paris? Yeah, it says French media, so I'm taking it as that. Criminal who helped inspire Stockholm Syndrome theory dies. 7 hours ago, 3 Palestinians killed. And then literally the next one, 3 hours ago, Israeli strike at Gaza market kills 18 Palestinians. How do I move on from that without sounding like a dick? It's payday in a couple of days. It's the 27th right now. I get paid on the 1st. Did I ever do my timesheet? That's the wrong app completely. Yes, I did. Yes. And it's going to be a bigger paycheck this month because I covered a lot of shifts. Rolling in that door. Actually, most of it is going to be gone on driving lessons. So that's something, I guess. That's one thing. Cars. Why the fuck are they so expensive? And where the fuck do I get them from? I've just been looking on Gumtree for like the past year. Just collecting a bunch of different cars that I like, so I know what's out there. But then also you can buy a car from anybody on Gumtree, and I'm not sure that's the smartest idea. But also, it's a lot cheaper than going to like a dealer, you know. Call me a pervert, I don't care. I've been looking at a lot of Vauxhall Corsas because they're a bit bigger than a lot of other cars that I've been looking at. You get a lot more features on them than a lot of other cars that I've been looking at. And they're not ridiculously expensive, depending on what you go for. None of you care, actually. I've just become self-aware, apparently. But then I've also been looking at Peugeot 108s, which are a bit smaller, but would also get the job done, you know. See, my big issue is my mum doesn't drive, so when I start driving, when I get a car, I'm going to be hauling around my mum and my sister a lot. So I do need something a bit bigger than like a Fiat 500, you know. The reason I like the Peugeot 108 is because, in my opinion, it looks nice. And it's also laid out better, I think, than like a Fiat 500 or like a... What are them fucking cars that have that movie title name, Up? What's the brand? I can't remember, but I think all of them are so stupidly laid out. In a lot of the 108s, you get a 5-door. Granted, the back doors aren't big at all, but it'd be a lot easier to get my sister into the car and, you know, getting a car seat in there and shit. But then also, who the fuck knows if I'm going to even be able to afford? Anyway, again, like I said, none of you give a fuck. So what do we talk about now? I go through phases of reading and not reading. I've got to be very into the book series or the person that I'm reading about to actually read. For example, the last books that I read were... I reread Solitaire, but that was at the back end of last year. I think that was the last book I read, actually. Yeah. And then towards the beginning of last year, I read Jeanette McCurdy's book, because I was a big iCarly fan, and I've always been interested in, well, not interested in her, but I did always like Jeanette McCurdy, so I wanted to know what was going on. That is a good book, you should definitely go read that. Anyway, what I was getting to, I've had this book sat next to my bed for the past couple of months. I wasn't like a cult fan of 8 Passengers. I like watched a couple of the videos, and then obviously everything came out about them. God, like 2 years ago now. Well, people have been speculating long before, and it was pretty obvious based off the videos, but, you know, the mum got arrested and shit a while ago, and then the documentary came out, and this book came out, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna read about it. Sending all my love to Sherry. Is that how you say her name? Sherry? No, it's not Shari. I just don't have an American accent, so I can't. I'm odd. I haven't even tried to start it. See, this is my thing. I go to pick it up and then I'm like, I can't do that. Why? Who the fuck knows? Not even me. Do I have anything else to update you on? I've finally started to make a playlist for this summer. A lot of it is just songs that I put on my playlist every year, but you know, there's a couple new ones in there, like Back to Friends. That's never been in a playlist before. James Marriott's new song, Ventriloquist. That's a pretty good song. How many of you bitches remember this from 2022? Yeah, although it's the remix. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, is this like a SoundCloud song? Because I remember when it was really big in 2022, it got uploaded to Spotify. I don't know whether it was by the actual artist or not. And then it got taken off. And now all there is, I'm pretty sure, is this remix. Let me just... Wait. Shit. Oh my god. I think she actually put it on... Oh wait, no. This is a single from 2017. Surely it hasn't been on Spotify that long, because I swear I could not find it, or it got taken off. Anyway, found the original. Yes! Oh my god. Okay. Cool. But yeah, then it's all just like songs that get put in the playlist every year. Like Something About You, Everlong, We Can't Stop, The Boy Is Mine, Youngest Daughter, Mind Over Matter, Pretty Rave Girl, Summertime Sadness, Rises the Moon, Big Jet Plane, 2 On, Just For Me. You get the point. Anyway, yeah, I went on a walk today and listened to that playlist and I was like, fuck, this is what it feels like to be alive. You know what? To finish off, I'm gonna love you and leave ya. And I'll see you next week, hopefully. I've taken on more shifts at work, so I'm working 4 nights a week. It's making it a little bit difficult to get my shit together. But I've been staggering along. I don't know if that's the right word. My brain doesn't work. Hopefully I can keep doing that. And then over the summer, there's a potential for me to get some hours during the summer, but over the summer the pool isn't normally open. But we're trying to fill up some lessons. Anyway, so whole thing, fingers crossed I can get a couple hours during the summer. Even if it's not a lot, just so I have some money in September. Because if not, then I literally just wouldn't get paid in September, and that's a bit annoying. But if not, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just have to make do. That reminds me quickly before we go, when is my next driving lesson? Wednesday the 2nd. Shit. Okay. So I'm going to have to be up early that day because it's at 10. And then I've got work at 4. And I won't get off my driving lesson until 12 because it's a 2-hour lesson. Okay, anyway, like I said, I'm going to love you and leave you. My fingers are fucked up.